I'm at the lookout on the Appalachian Trail right off of 501. My starter video for the place that I was at today kind of didn't work. So basically what my plan was today was to go to the Lebanon Reservoir. Usually, I hiked out a bunch of times. Usually I go from the reservoir parking lot to what's called Boxcar Rocks and back, which is like 8 miles, 9 miles. Couple summers ago I tried to find the loop. There's a loop. There's a little like red blaze trail that goes down from the reservoir, or from like Boxcar Rocks across to the Stony Valley Rail Trail, and then backed up to the dam. So that's what I was trying to do today, but it didn't kind of work out that way, as you're gonna find out. So it still is a cool hike. I did like 4.25 miles, 4.5 miles, something like that. So, but it was turned from a loop to an out and back. So check it out. That is the Swatera Forge, or the Swatera Furnace. Forge was someplace else. It was built in 1830. Hung around for 30 years before they shut it down. Big industry up here was coal and iron, and they would bring the coal off the mountain, make pig iron. So it's really cool. It's still standing and it's covered up, so because they're doing some preservation work on it, try to keep it going. But it's a really neat building structure. There's the Swatera. Yeah, furnace. It's still in really good shape for being a couple hundred years old. They're doing a lot of preservation work for it. That's where the furnace is. It's like a big, giant stove. And there is a cool little cabin that I want. But neither here nor there. So the first part of the trail, you start up actually walking up to the reservoir. So you're walking past the pumping station and everything else. So this is drinking water, so you need to be respectful. And there is the dam for the reservoir and the spillway. So it's kind of beautiful out this morning. It's supposed to be 35, 36 degrees. It's pretty warm. So I think that trail is where it's supposed to come down later on. So we shall see, I guess. If I can find a way to do that without getting my feet wet, because that would suck. I don't really see another way to go around. But I guess we'll find out. So when you come up to the top of the dam, you're gonna get like a ton of signs, but the trail actually goes right there around the fence. So it comes down this side. A little icy this morning. Probably be all slush by this afternoon. See if I can fall on my butt in the first 10 minutes of my hike. So there's a reservoir. It's all frozen over. Warning, no swimming. I think I'll be okay with that today. Because of death, hypothermia, fun stuff. Coming down in this little mountain Laurel tunnel hill here. Sometimes it's a good thing not to be the first person on the trail. You at least see where the trail is, where everybody else walked. So the lake's really frozen end to end. So up there, that's Sharp's Mountain. And then in the valley over there on that side is part of the Stony Creek Rail Trail. You see it right there. It's awesome. It's really cool. It's really quiet. But apparently it like froze at some point, like completely. I mean, overwhelmingly. I don't know if I'd step on it today. I mean, it's cold, but not that cold. So it's quiet, peaceful. That's the Lebanon Reservoir. Oh, I guess so much for the no swimming in the reservoir. There's a rope swing right there. It's kind of a secluded little place. I can see why they come back here, but wouldn't want to use it today. Well, looks like I am the first person on this trail. Other foot trail stopped back there. So I'll be the only one walking back here in 5 days since it snowed. There's no tracks whatsoever. Luckily it's pretty defined. You can see where you're going, so. It's a cool little hemlock tunnel here. Whew. Just try not to turn into a hemlock slide. It's really dense back here. It's pretty cool. Boy, I tell you, if I'm slipping and slide it all day long, I don't know if I'm gonna make it the full 10. But we'll see. So far it's been like, you know, sliding around. You know, with how dense this stuff is back here, really kind of glad I'm leaving breadcrumbs back here with my footprints, just in case I get turned around. I mean, I have my GPS and all, but during the summertime this is a little easier to follow for some reason. You know, the path is more well defined, but it's still really neat how all the mountain laurels all folded up over you. I think I found somebody's home. There's a whole bunch of tracks underneath that log there. Something lives there. Kind of looks like bunny prints. Something little. A whole bunch of little bird prints there too. But he must be sleeping under that log right there. Well, kind of knew this was going to happen today, since you can't see the trail very well. I don't know, I think a tree fell, blocked the path. Looks like there's a creek or something that runs underneath it. So I'm going to try to get my bearings again here. So, cell phone's working fine, GPS is working fine. I have all my waypoints from Mid-Atlantic hikes in my GPS, so I ain't gonna get too screwed up, but I feel like I'm walking through a maze right now. So maybe I'll backtrack a little bit and see if I can't turn somebody else. This is like the first time that I've hiked back here that I'm getting all turned around. So I'm not going to do too much bushwhacking because I don't want to get that screwed up. So every hike's a new adventure. So we'll go back up the trail. Okay, so this is where trail guides come in handy. So that's the trail I walked down initially. That looks like a little trail too. My GPS says the waypoint I'm on is like right here, so I have to look at my trail guide real quick and see. This is probably, the waypoint's probably telling me that I'm supposed to turn one way or the other, so I'm gonna do what I should have done 3 minutes ago instead of being dumb and read my trail guide. So I read my guide and it said I was supposed to bear left, and that's why I should have went with my gut instinct at first and went around that tree, because the trail picks back up on the other side. And back in the laurels I go. It's only been 1.5 miles so far and way behind schedule. So this might turn in from a loop into an out and back. Because I got other stuff I got to do today if I want to stay married. So I was a Boy Scout leader for a bunch of years. I was a scout myself. I ran a troop. I was assistant scoutmaster of a couple other troops. And today, you know, I gotta do a little Boy Scout PSA. So one of the things we teach the kids when they go out hiking is 10 essentials. So it's like fire starters, food, extra clothing. I have a couple extra socks back there. This is a very wet trail, so I knew that ahead of time. Plus I'm doing the old bread bag over the socks thing in my boots. Kind of help with the water a little bit. But one of the things that you always seem to get pushback on is a map and compass. You know, with the resources that we have today, with the internet, there's no excuse to not have, you know, a map and compass for wherever you're hiking. There's plenty of resources out there, plenty of websites to get, whatever you need, GPS, even stuff for your GPS. The other thing is, you know, I come prepared. I have my little wristwatch GPS that I downloaded the waypoints for this hike from Mid-Atlantic Hikes. I also have a backup. I have a map and compass of the area in my backpack. So, you know, walking across ice here. So I'm always making sure that I have everything I need just in case of emergencies. I mean, it's all frozen here. I've probably walked this trail a couple dozen times, and today's the first time that I've got turned around. And all it took was a tree falling, pulling down a couple other trees, and you know, I couldn't see the trail because nobody had walked on it yet. So I didn't know if I was going the right way or what was going on. So that's all it took to get me turned around, and I've been here before. So the forest is living. Every time you go out, the trail might look different. So, you know, you got to come prepared. That's what you try to teach them in the Boy Scouts, be prepared. You know, even if you weren't in the Boy Scouts, that's something you might want to think about next time you go out hiking. Make sure you have redundancies. It's one of those things I learned in the IT business. Make sure you have backups of backups. So you can come out and enjoy yourself and have little adventures like I am today. So there you go. The trail comes across a cool little stream. And up the other side. This looks familiar, thank God. So I know I'm on the right trail. I remember this. So, that ice stick looks like a bone. Quite beautiful out today. Nice day for this, even though it's a little crazy in the hemlock. Down here by the creek. Really cool how it froze. Made little caverns coming down. Froze into a little gateway. It's really neat what the winter does to water sometimes. Trail's a little frozen. Just a little. Covered in ice. Well, this might be where a 10-mile hike turns into a 4. I was kind of thinking about this spot a lot when I was deciding where to go today, because in the best of times it is nothing but water. Oh boy. Not only is that ice, but it's pretty damn solid. Okay, let's see if I can skate. Huh. So now I have to try to figure out how to get across that to the trail over there. If I can't find a way of doing it without killing myself, I think this is going to be my turnaround spot. Maybe I'll go down to the other side at the Stony Creek Rail Trail, because that looks pretty fun. I don't know if I want to tackle that. We shall see. Try to figure it out. Yep. I think I know my limitations. I think I've kind of reached it. I don't think this is happening. Usually that's just little rocks that you hop, skip, and jump across. But that's pretty deep. I don't know if I really want to get that wet. I didn't really... I thought it was going to be a little frozen. I didn't think it was going to be like this. So... knowing my limits, I think I'm going to wave the white flag and turn the heck around. I wonder how... that's thick. You know, I could... no. Nope. That's it. Calling it off. Turning around. It'll be a nice 4-mile hike today at least. Maybe I'll go over to the Stony Valley Rail Trail for a little bit and go on the other side of the reservoir. But I ain't doing this. This is a little much for me. This is my hiking food of choice today. This is Lebkuchen. It has like a wafer on the bottom. It's iced gingerbread. Comes from where I was born in Nuremberg, Germany. My wonderful family over there sends me it. But when you have a day that doesn't go expected, this is a great little pick-me-up. I don't know if I can do justice to walking through these laurels and how cool it is, but I'll give you the quick version. Look, I made a hiking snow angel slipping and falling down the hill, complete with arm and hiking stick. Let's see if we can make it up the other side without falling. Yeah. Okay, so we're back at the dam, almost at the van. So a couple things. The trail's not blazed, so you know you really kind of have to follow the path. The path is usually well defined unless there's 6 inches of snow on it. But so today ended up being like 4¼ miles instead of 10. But it was hard. I mean, slipping and sliding, but it was still pretty cool. One of the things, last time I was here in the summertime, right here, the dams were right there, and then the trail there. So when I was in the summertime, there was a couple rattlesnake skins. That's weird. I don't know if you could hear that, but the ice is rattling underneath the... It's like big booms coming from the ice underneath. That was weird. Anyway, so watch out for snakes. The trail's really wet. If you do the whole thing, it takes you up to the Boxcar Rocks and down across the back end, which is behind me back there. I will get around to that side. I've never really made it like the full loop. I've hiked up to Boxcar Rocks before on this trail a ton of times, and out to the road at Gold Mine Road. I've never really made it around the whole thing. So I really want to figure out how to get down and around from the dam over there. That's what I was hoping I could be able to do today, since I couldn't do it before with the leaves up and stuff like that. I couldn't really see around over there. So, but anyway, all in all, it was a good hike. It worked out well, I guess. Best laid plans. So, all right, that's it.